Hello, this is Tom Brokaw, NBC Nightly News, and you're listening to two guys who once yelled, "Get in the hole" to Saddam Hussein. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. And I'll see you guys there tonight.
But I know some.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Show's going by fast, man. Really, really, really fast. Got to remind you guys, it's coming up really fast. Speaking of really fast, the Masters 2018, thepatronscaddy.com, and Chris Rigby is the gentleman you'll talk to. And you want a turnkey experience from stepping off the plane all the way to going home. Chris Rigby and the crew at the Patrons Caddy will take care of you. So check them out today.
Well, Mike says it's been going really fast. It's because there's a lot of talent in this room. You mentioned something about supplements, and you asked me the chocolate stuff. That's what I call it. How important for the average person or anybody to have certain supplements on a regular basis, and why?
I think based on what our food looks like these days, that it's absolutely important that you need certain supplements. One thing is you need to know what supplements that you need. You do not need to be taking everything, but there are definitely certain supplements that we recommend everyone should be on. So
from your research on me or your questions and the stuff we talked about, you recommended a supplement. The chocolate stuff, what is
It's a multiple vitamin that's weighted to support the liver function.
Okay, because it is good, and I do with the almond milk. You can do it with water, but I do it with the almond milk, and it's actually really good.
Nice.
But I'm just curious, is that everybody, or is that just people who don't like Todd, who has a very balanced and very understand of nutrition? And, going out to eat with him is an adventure because he really is. As you can see that he's thinking about his entire menu instead of ordering a couple fries and a big old burger or something. He's really thinking about it. So people that are uneducated or have the habit of good nutrition, supplements are absolutely beneficial.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can get around no matter how good your diet is, there are definitely some things that you need to be consuming. And one of the things that we do is we can look at your labs and tell you what supplements you need for sure based on your labs outside of the standard ones that we think everyone should be on.
Are you currently on any supplement?
Yes.
May I ask?
Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to ask. Yeah. So the things that we recommend everyone should be on is a fish oil, vitamin D. We recommend a probiotic and then a multiple. That's standard. I think everyone should be on, and there's some variants in between that. Maybe you could do some antioxidants too, because that's warranted. But when you start getting into that level, we like to look at your labs to see exactly what you should be on.
And Todd, are you on any supplements as we speak?
Yeah, I would totally agree with Dr. Ryan, and I go to somebody in New York, Dr. Gabriel, and I do vitamin D. I do flax oil instead of fish oil. No, flax oil. So I put that in my smoothie, and I also take a little thing for my arthritis.
So this is based on studies of your blood or whatever.
Correct.
So
correct.
You come up with the outcome says this is what I could use.
Right.
And is that a permanent thing for you guys, or does you recheck it once in a while? The reason I'm asking, and for you, Dr. Ryan McGowie, is that when should people get the stuff checked, and how often should they check so they can put the supplements to get them healthy and well? I guess you know what I mean.
So it depends on what the person's coming in with. If your labs, let's say labs look good, fish oil, vitamin D, those are that's for life. Research shows now if you can get your vitamin D level over 45 nanometers per deciliter, I think it is, if I remember correctly, you can. Chances of decreasing cancer by about 65%. So that's for life.
So no one would know this unless they have the blood work done from someone like you. So you can look at it and say, "Wow, this is really necessary here."
That's a great point because when you look at labs, the lab ranges are very wide, and so like if vitamin D's range is from 30 to 100. So if you're at 31, they typically would say, "Hey, you're in a good range." But we know the vitamin D has such a great impact on the immune system, and the research shows, and looking in the nutritional journals and the peer-reviewed research shows that your vitamin D levels need to be up over 45.
And Mike, just brief. I know you have. I think we have somebody, but are you in supplements?
No.
Okay, so I just was curious because
I used to take supplements, and they were more the generic kind. And as I found out through my research and like with Dr. Ryan and Bronstein and a few of the other guys, my supplements were stuffed with gluten.
Well,
So it was actually doing the opposite of what I was trying to do.
And we were having the color of urine conversation a while ago, which is the new title of my next book, The Color of Urine.
Nice.
But I mentioned I take vitamin B, and it changed it. And then immediately Dr. McGowie said that's the wrong vitamin B. So I'm just heard go, and I got the vitamin B complex because it sounded like it was complex. Figured that's got to be the right B because it's the complex one.
Yeah.
So not only people need to know which vitamin D is there, like 10 vitamin Ds out there? Is there the wrong vitamin D, or you take a?
That's a great question. I had someone I had someone the other day that brought in vitamin D. Everything in it was organic, and the units were correct as well, but it was organic soy, organic corn oil, and those are 2 of the 4 main food sensitivities. So it looked good, but it wasn't the right product for them.
Exactly.
And I only bring this up. I know we're a golf talk radio show, but health is what we're talking about. But for you get yourself healthy and well, your golf game is going to improve. There's no question. And after we take this call, we'll talk to Todd a little bit about how his holistic approach to fitness and nutrition in golf can make you a much better player and a happier golfer as well. So who do we got, bud?
Hey, we got Nicki from Hawaii. Nicki, you there?
Aloha.
I'm here.
Hello.
Aloha.
So you could probably
Aloha.
play into this conversation pretty seamlessly.
I can.
Oh, we don't have enough time for this. We have to.
Yeah.
Well, you got about 7 minutes.
Yeah, go for it, girl.
I take fish oil, vitamin D drops, basic B complex, and a magnesium taurate. That's my supplement.
I think I had that for dinner
And-
last night.
Is that a la carte?
Yeah, is that with butter, side of butter and a little garlic?
And I'm in the middle of
magnesium
doing
taurate.
my Joey D exercises for my shoulder. So I'm right with you guys.
Then I understand you just had a pretty rough round
And
of
I
golf.
can tell you that even with all of this, bad golf
Yeah.
still happens.
I know, isn't that funny? but you're laughing about it, and you might not be if you didn't have all these wonderful things going into your body, right? You could be,
I guess that
you could
might
be
be true,
depressed,
yeah.
and then that's a whole nother blood work, and then you could feel, I know we got to get this guy, I got to get the neurons pumping, and
Yeah, you know, your viewpoint on how you respond to what goes on in life has a lot to do with your happiness. You have to laugh at stuff.
Well, you're in Hawaii, yes? So are you looking out at like the sun? What time is it, man? It's got to be pretty darn early. Is the sun coming up right now?
The sun is just starting to come up, yeah.
So how bad can it be watching a sunrise in Hawaii?
Well, today the wind is not up. For the last few days, it was howling a gale. So I'm happy to see that. But no, Hawaii is never bad.
Well, so let me play off of that. Hang on, because last night I get a text from you, and you actually posted something on Facebook about your clubs.
And while you're looking for that, just
and
for Todd,
how upset your golf clubs were with the round yesterday. Yet the picture is beautiful. You know, it's got the ocean in the background. It's got a beautiful Hawaiian golf course.
You smell gardenias.
So what?
I mean,
so
it's
what's
just
up?
beautiful. The hula music in the background.
You know, I think what happens is there's a basic, and I'm sure there's a lot of golfers out there that feel this way. You work on your game, you work on certain things, you see progress, you move forward, you feel like you're getting somewhere, you have some success, and then you go out and you're feeling confident, you know what you're doing, and just everything goes to hell in a handbasket. And it is one of the few things in life, actually, that can be that upside down when you're doing all the right things. And it's frustrating. At times, you just want to shoot yourself in the head.
Actually, I don't think it's one of the, in my opinion, not one of the few things in life. I think that happens in almost everything that we do. You're going to have great moments, and then you're going to get smacked down a little bit, and you get back up. I mean, it's, you're talking about the sport, this game of golf. It's quite complex, and there's a lot of things involved. And you could have your blood sugars could be off, and you could be dehydrated, but your fundamentals are solid. Your alignment's good, your balance is great, but your body isn't functioning the way anything can happen. Coming up in Hawaii, so at that point you have to stop and look at the beautiful scenery around you and say, "Hey, this is pretty cool." That's my deep thought by Billy.
We had there was way too many people on the golf course, and we
hate that.
literally waited to make a shot. every single shot the entire time. We had 2 people, and it was a 5-hour round.
So there's way too many people on the course. Like there are another 10 players on the course.
Yeah. So what you have all 8?
You couldn't play in 2 hours and 50 minutes.
So those
No,
darn
seriously,
people.
there was all the way around the course. There was someone on the green, someone in the fairway, someone on the tee.
Dang.
Never let up.
That's rough, man.
Our golf course must have been really upset about that.
We got back, and there was only 1 cart that wasn't out on the course.
Well, this is good for business. It's wintertime. It's Hawaii. People are going there to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you really
it's
need
high
is some
time.
meditation and breathing exercises. Right? You need a little yoga thing going on. And
Yeah.
burn some incense and take a look at the ocean and just kind of let it pour out. You're
Yeah.
you're
But
welcome.
I think
That'd be
that is
$45
something that a
co-payment.
lot of people struggle with. I mean, especially with golf more than anything, is the feeling that you're working towards something, you're getting somewhere, you're seeing improvement, and then all of a sudden you feel like you can't do a thing.
So,
And,
so
uh,
Todd,
we
how do
got one of the
we got
finest,
Todd right here.
renowned certified
How do you
PGA,
get out of
double-starred
that?
certified
Yeah.
PGA teacher professional. This man is rocking.
How do you get out of that, Todd?
Yeah, Todd, help
How do-
her out, buddy.
Hi, how are you in there in Hawaii? Everything going
thinking.
smoothly? I'm thinking.
Everything's
yes.
great.
No time for
Okay,
interviewing,
cool.
man.
All right, so what I would say is, any kind of performance, music, acting, different sports, cooking, anything you do, you're going to have, ups and downs in that, and just to be working. If you're doing a little practice, keep that consistent. Have some goals for yourself in mind while you're practicing. Just going out and hitting a bucket of balls or rolling a few putts, not really doing anything for your game. So, maybe make up a little sheet for yourself and have some drills that you like to do, and just keep working on those and in all parts of your game.
What
And
about
the more you can do that, it should help you take it out into
Nicky's
better
got a
performance on the course.
He's got a full matrix of sheets and stuff going
What
on.
what about emotional management?
Yeah.
How do you what do you tell your students, Todd? Like you worked with a lot of people that are playing in tournaments, a lot of kids. I mean, talk about emotion, and trying to keep that in check. Are there exercises for that?
Right. So we do. I studied yoga for quite a while, and so I teach the kids breathing. So we learn how to just relax, breathe, and create some mental images. Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's pretty good, Billy.
Ding.
Now, what are you thinking about right now?
You did not want to know, man.
Yeah, so
Actually,
when
I
you
felt
can't,
quite good at that moment.
You don't want to let those kind of external things that you don't have control over take over your game when you're on the course.
Yeah, it's
So,
hard. Yeah, I agree.
Who were you
Yeah.
playing with yesterday?
Who was I playing
Yes.
with? My neighbor.
Okay, so
Well, that explains
just instead of
It partially does.
instead of focusing on the group in front of you, you guys could chat about things and
knowing Nicki, which I do.
Yeah.
You and your neighbor could have been having little games on the tee box. There's so many.
Yeah.
We do it all when we played. We used to do that all the time. So then before
That's
you
a
know
good
it,
idea.
they're out of your way.
Yeah.
And then you get
Yeah.
up and play, but you're staying engaged in the competition and games.
Yeah.
Because me, I
Yeah,
have to be.
yeah.
Todd knows me. You guys all know me. I can't stop moving, stop thinking. I'm just. You'd think I'd be skinny, really skinny, because I'm just everywhere. But I'm a spinner. Those little.
You are a spinner.
But
You're a fidget
but
spinner.
that's what I do to it's slow. Cause slow plays, drives me crazy to everybody, right? But I just stay engaged, do other things, talk,
Yeah.
tell stories, and it's like.
Yeah, I think one, I usually walk when I
Waves
golf, which really
crashing.
helps my rhythm of the game. And
Rumbling
we were
up
in
the
a cart
beach.
and then waiting, so the rhythm was just completely off.
Horses walking on the beach. Seagulls flying above. Golf. Relax. Wait. Patience is a virtue. Play well, Nicki. Play well. It's your turn, Nicki. You hit. You're up. They're out of the way. Swing away.
From the creator of the cult classic,
There you go, Nicki.
Okay.
still there?
Got it.
That'll be it's $150. You pay the co-payment on the way out.
Okay,
I do
got
feel
it.
very relaxed
I feel
right
pretty
now.
good right now,
I
too.
calmed down quite a bit. You know what, Nikki, you
Give me
need
a
to
hug,
do?
Todd. Give me a hug.
Yeah,
man.
you guys are hugging. Look at you guys, man. Wow, there's a lot of love in this
I'm looking
room.
for a rice cake.
You need,
Are there any rice cakes here?
Nikki, you need your iPod or your phone. You got to have some yoga music in between holes.
You do.
Play a little music
put your
as you're
little pods
walking
in your
between holes.
It's very nice music.
Seriously,
I think I just need to go out and play by myself
she's stressed.
on the course.
How can you be stressed
You're-
in Hawaii?
Yeah. When are you coming home, by the way?
Oh gosh, February 5th.
Oh, I see. You got some time to you'll get over this.
Will I get over it by
Yeah.
then?
Take a bike ride in the hills.
No, it's about almost time for me to go out for my morning walk.
There you go.
All right, play some yoga music while you're walking.
Count the waves
Yes,
as you're walking.
exactly. All right.
Thanks
All right, you feel better?
Are you
You
sad?
sound mad.
Yeah.
You
I
sound,
actually felt better when I woke. By the time I woke up,
you sound a little mad, though.
it was just last night that I was irritated to the max. Yeah.
That really stuck with you that round, didn't it?
Did you have a glass of wine?
Well, and then the thing that's so ridiculous is 1 week before I won the tournament that I played in with a 66 net. I mean, how do you do that going from 1 week to the next?
I'll give you what I see, just by what you're saying. One.
See,
I'm
wow.
very visual.
Very good.
So I see her at the tournament. She's all jazzed. In fact, she called the show before she went to the tournament. She's all excited to play in the tournament. And that's one round. And then she goes out and plays in another round, which is playing with her neighbor, which is not a tournament. And she gets to the golf course and she sees how many people are there. And she's thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to take way too long.
Things she can't control. She's
Yeah,
bummed
so
out. Parking was way from the golf
Exactly.
shop. Had to walk all the way up to the shop.
So the
Cart was
mentality
dirty.
is completely different. My suggestion to you and my prescription for you is just drop it and move on.
Get over it.
Okay.
Get over it.
I'm over it.
Just
I'm
get
over
over it. Move on. Enjoy today. You play so much golf that round's not going to stick with you.
Are you
anyway.
playing golf today?
Thank you.
Let it go, as
Let
Billy
it go.
said. That's our
Let
that's
it
our
go.
that's
Let
our
it go.
phrase for
Let it
2018.
go.
Let it go. Let
All
it
right.
go.
Sounds good.
We
to me.
appreciate your input.
Thank you, Nikki.
Coming back,
Okay,
we
love you guys.
got to get Todd's interview in here. So can we get a poor guy flew all the way from New York to
Yep.
talk about this
Okay.
specific thing here.
Yep. We got to take a break. All right. See you, Nikki.
All right.
See you.
See you. Bye.
Bye. All right, we'll be right back. Todd Bordenero, PGA professional in the house, also Dr. Ryan McGowie. And you guys stay with us right here on Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy on the Golf Talk Radio Network. We'll be right back.